Chapter 1, Rebirth and the Revenge Plan. Alice opened her eyes, a shiver running down her spine. She was back in her university dorm room, staring directly at the anxious, ambitious face of her younger sister, Chloe. Just moments ago, in her previous life, Chloe had pushed her from the top floor of a building, leaving her body mangled. Chloe's motive? Alice had convinced her to abandon her plan to start a lucrative but dangerous sticker brand cosmetics business, which involved using toilet cleaner factories to make lipstick and metalworking plants to produce foundation. Because Alice thwarted her chance at quick riches, Chloe had blamed her for everything. Now Alice was back. Chloe grabbed Alice's arm, her eyes burning with the same intense longing as before. Alice, tell me, will my startup succeed? Alice forced a cold smile, gripping her sister's hand tightly. Success. Of course, it will be a success. After all, if not you, who else would go to hell? She repeated the exact advice from the last life, urging her sister to study for the civil service exam and warning her of the high risks of starting a business. But this time, when Chloe angrily pulled away and asked to borrow 80,000 yuan for startup capital, Alice was prepared. She fabricated a story about losing all her savings in the stock market and needing to keep it a secret from their parents. Rebuffed, Chloe snapped, "Wait until I make money, don't expect me to help you then." Ignoring the insults, Alice quietly used all her savings to buy gold bars online, certain the price would skyrocket while the real estate market crashed. More importantly, she registered for the civil service exam and began studying rigorously. She needed to secure a stable iron rice bowl for herself. Chapter 2, The Dangerous Game. Just like before, Chloe partnered with Tiffany, Zhao Qianqian, the classmate who had gotten rich overnight from the same illegal scheme in the previous timeline. Tiffany was notorious for being greedy, parasitic, and morally bankrupt. Their roommate warned Alice about Tiffany's horrible reputation for selling rotten fruit and goods sourced from dump sites. Alice feigned helpless resignation, but secretly resolved not to offer a single word of warning. Good advice cannot save those who are destined to fall, and Alice refused to take the blame again. Soon after, Chloe and Tiffany launched their products. Using the pretense of student entrepreneurs and assuring customers they would never use products they didn't personally trust, they quickly drew in a crowd of trusting university students. In just one night, they earned over 7,000 yuan. Chloe smugly showed off her new Chanel bag and scorned Alice's life path. "I can earn your entire year's scholarship in one night now. Even if you pass the civil service exam, you'll only make a fixed, dead-end salary." Alice merely smiled, letting her sister wallow in her self-satisfaction. That same night, Alice placed an anonymous complaint call and contacted local reporters to expose the operation. Chapter 3, The Downfall begins the following morning. As reporters set up their cameras, the police arrived and immediately sealed off the factory. All the inventory and investment money were lost. Chloe and Tiffany immediately turned on each other, fiercely arguing and blaming the other for being too greedy and choosing factories that produced toilet cleaner and metal fittings. Alice watched the fierce confrontation between the dogs biting dogs and filmed the whole thing as evidence. The two were fined a staggering amount, 100,000 yuan each. If they failed to pay within 15 days, they would be expelled from the university and possibly face jail time. Desperate, Chloe came back to Alice begging for money. Alice maintained her pitiful facade. "I can't help you, sister. I'm just a poor student. I had to borrow money just to pay the rent." But then, Alice dropped a lethal suggestion. "Why don't you try borrowing money online for now? Your live streaming effect is really good. You could start a new account, just for yourself. Teaching makeup or singing and dancing is sure to bring in a lot of cash quickly." Chapter 4, Provocative Streams and Utter Ruin. Chloe successfully secured loans from 4 or 5 different platforms to pay her fine. She quickly followed Alice's advice, renting a hotel room, putting on provocative clothes, and starting to stream. Alice secretly paid for targeted advertisements, directing the stream toward wealthy middle-aged men who enjoyed watching spicy and sexy female streamers. In just one night, Chloe earned over 25,000 yuan in gifts, and her viewership exploded. She instantly became arrogant, cutting off Alice and warning her never to leech off her fame again. Alice was unfazed. She quietly edited Chloe's most suggestive video clips, posted them on short video platforms, and, most importantly, sent a copy anonymously to Tiffany. Tiffany, who hated Chloe and was drowning in debt after being implicated, immediately attacked Chloe's stream. She harassed Chloe, accusing her of exposing herself for money, and purposefully screenshotted Chloe's most seductive moments to post on the university forums. In a fit of blind rage, Chloe decided to expose Tiffany's darkest secret life. Tiffany wasn't just a petty thief, she had once crushed contraceptive pills and put them in her roommate's food to prevent them from getting pregnant. This horrifying revelation caused Tiffany's former roommates to storm into the dorm, lock Tiffany in the bathroom, and beat her mercilessly. Tiffany was severely injured and hospitalized. The scandal was massive, leading to Chloe's immediate expulsion. Her stream was banned. She had lost everything: her future, her graduation certificate, and she was shackled with predatory high-interest debt. Chapter 5: The Bitter End. Alice, meanwhile, peacefully moved to a small coastal city, enjoying her freedom and focusing on her studies. 2 years later, she passed the exam with flying colors and became a glorious civil servant in the Market Supervision Bureau. The fate of the two malicious women was sealed. Tiffany. Alice encountered Tiffany during an inspection of a store selling fake weight loss drugs. Tiffany was skin and bones, having suffered severe organ damage from the beating. She was given a massive fine, lost her shop, and could no longer afford her treatments. 2 months later, Tiffany died alone in her cheap rental room with Chloe. Alice received a call from the police. Chloe was dead. Unable to pay her debts, she had been tricked by a customer and lured to Myanmar. Her body was found a year later during a rescue operation of scam victims, dismembered, with her internal organs removed. A gruesome end. As a victim of human trafficking and online fraud, Alice had completed her revenge. She never had to kill anyone herself. She simply leveraged their greed and malice, pushing them down the same paths that had led to their ruin in the previous life. Alice lived a comfortable, stable life, while the two who had caused her death paid a price many times over.